Hello student, welcome to digital classes. This video is for class 8 and this is the new chapter number 5 coal and petroleum. Now I am going to discuss about natural resources, exhaustible or inexhaustible, the minerals and about the coal and its type. Now let us start chapter number 5 coal and petroleum. First I tell you what is natural resources. Air, water, soil, forest and minerals are considered as natural resources. The man had been using this for a long time. Increasing population forced him to overuse the resources. Some of such resources are regenerated with time depending upon the availability of various resources in nature. The natural resources can be broadly classified into inexhaustible and exhaustible natural resources. Our fifth chapter is coal and petroleum, and we know that coal and petroleum are fossil fuel, so it is considered in exhaustible natural resources. Introduction. We use various minerals for our basic needs. Some of them are found in nature and some have been made by the human efforts. Since all these are obtained from the nature, so they are called natural resources. Now the classification of resources. Can air, water, soil be exhausted by human activity? You have already studied about water. Is water a limitless resources? These questions are come in our mind to find out the classification of resources. The resources are exhaustible or inexhaustible. Now exhaustible natural resources. The amount of these resources in nature is limited. They can be exhausted by human activities. Example of these resources are forest, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. So these are called exhaustible natural resources. Now inexhaustible natural resources. These resources are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activity. For example, sunlight, air, etc. Now minerals. Minerals are the backbone of industries. Most minerals are obtained from lithosphere, the upper layer of the earth. Some important minerals are rock salt, mica, coal, petroleum, metals and their ores, limestone and sand. And these are some examples also umber, calcite, cannabar, coal, petroleum, graphite. There is two type of graphite, gypsum, hematite, galena, mica, sandstone, silver, slate, tin ore, topaz, uranium, quartz, manganese ore, sulfur, gold, limestones. These minerals found in the earth crust. These minerals were found due to the very slow process taking place inside the earth. The minerals are disturbed in the distributed in the earth crust differently. These minerals are mined from the earth and processed to obtain useful product. In the last few decades, the consumption of minerals has increased rapidly since the minerals are the non-renewable resources. These cannot be replenished easily. Therefore, we should use mineral judiciously and economically so that these could last long. Petroleum and coal and natural gas are called fossil fuel. These cannot be prepared in laboratory from the dead organism because the condition for their conversion to these cannot be created in the laboratory. So the petroleum, coal and natural gas cannot be formed in a laboratory. Now coal, you may have seen coal or heard about it. It is as hard as stone and it's black in color. Coal is one of the fuel used for cooking food. Earlier, it was used in railway engines to produce steam to run engines. It is also used in thermal power plant to produce electricity. Coal is also used as a fuel in the various industries. Coal is one of the most important mineral and earliest use fossil fuel. It occurs at very depth under the upper crust of the earth. Coal beds generally contain large amount of methane. In India, coal deposits are found mainly in Jharkhand, Jaria, Bokaro, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal, Rajniganj. Now, a story of coal. About 300 million years ago, the earth has dense forest in low-lying wetlands area. Due to the natural process like flooding, these forests got buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were composed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted into coal. As coal contain mainly carbon, the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. Since it is used for the remain of vegetation, coal is also called as fossil fuel. In other words, coal is found deep inside the earth in the form of coal beds. Coals were formed by the anaerobic thermal degradation of the celluloic material of big plants, trees, which got buried inside the earth millions of years ago. Aerobic thermal degradation of the wood is also termed as carbonization. Carbonization is a slow process and may take thousands of years to take place. Thus, the slow conversion of wood into coal under the influence of high temperature, high pressure, and in the absence of air is termed carbonization. Wood under the effect of high temperature and pressure and in the absence of air get converted into coal through a number of steps. Such steps leading to an increased carbon content sequence. Wood under heat and pressure, it change into peat, light brown in color. Then again heat and pressure, it change into lignite, brown in color. Again heat and pressure change into bituminous coal, that is black in color. Again under heat and pressure it is changed into anthracite, bright black color coal. When coal is heated or burned in air, it produces mainly carbon dioxide gas. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful product such as coke, coal tar, coal gas, etc. Now we know that coal is a fossil fuel. It is black in color and hard as a stone. It has formed over a period of millions of years by the gradual decay and compression of buried remains of ancient forest. Coal mainly consists of carbon. There are three main variety of coal, good variety of coal: anthracite, bituminous and lignite. See the types of coal: lignite, bituminous coal, anthracite, and last is the graph. Now uses of coal. Different variety of coal are used for different purposes. Bituminous coal is commonly used as a household fuel and in industry. Some common use of coal are listed below. Coal is a fuel. Coal is used for manufacturing of coke, coal tar and coal gas. Coal gas is also used as a fuel. Coal is used for manufacturing of synthetic petrol and synthetic natural gas. Coal is used as a source of many organic compounds such as benzene, toluene, phenyl, naphthalene, etc. Coal is used in the extraction of the metal, means coal is used to extract metal from their metal ore or metallic ore. Now, destructive distillation of coal. Destructive distillation of coal is carried out by heating coal strongly at 1000 degrees Celsius in the absence of air. These products are formed as follows: coal gas, coke, coal tar, and ammonium compounds are formed. According to our book, the breaking up of coal by heating it at 1000 degree to 1400 degrees Celsius in the absence of oxygen is known as destructive distillation of the coal. In our book, this is the temperature varies from 1000 to 1400 degrees Celsius. The product obtained from the destructive distillation of coal depend upon the variety of a coal used. The term coal is generally used for bituminous coal, so the main product of coal given here are actually the product obtained from the destructive distillation of bituminous coal. Now the component of coal. First is coke. It is a tough, porous and a black substance. It is almost pure or purest form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacturing of steel and in the extraction of many metals also. The greyish black residue left after the destructive distillation of coal is called coke. It is about 98% of carbon. Coke is obtained from the coal by removing moisture and other volatile matter from it. Coke is equal to coal minus moisture plus volatile matter. Now the uses of coke. Some important uses of cokes are: coke is used in domestic fuel. Coke used as reducing agent in the metallurgical process. Coke is used for producing fuel gas such as water gas and producer gas. Coke is used for producing carbides such as calcium carbide, silicon carbide and ammonium carbide. Calcium and aluminum carbide are very useful and cheap raw metal for the petrochemical industries. Silicon carbide is very hard and used as a abrasive. Now the second is coal tar. In industry it is used for making like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosive, perfume, plastic, paints, photographic materials, roofing materials, etc. Naphthalene ball used to repel moths and other insects are also obtained from coal tar. These days bitumen petroleum product is used in piece of a coal tar for metalling the road. The black terry material obtained during the destructive distillation of coal is called coal tar. Coal tar is a highly viscous liquid with an unpleasant odor, mean the smell is not unpleasant. Actually, composition of coal tar depends upon the variety of coal used, the temperature of distillation also. Coal tar is not a single compound, it is a mixture of about 200 different compounds of carbon. Coal tar can be separated into many valuable products by frictional distillation. Coal tar is a valuable source of raw material for manufacturing various substances like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosive, perfume and many other useful organic products. Now the next is coal gas. Coal gas is obtained during the process of coal to get coke. It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plant. These days bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for melting the road. Coal gas was used for street lights for the past time in London in 1810 and in New York around 1820. Nowadays, it is used as a source of heat rather than light. The gaseous product obtained by the destructive distillation of coal is called coal gas. The main constituent of the coal gas are hydrogen, methane, and the carbon monoxide. These gas burns to produce heat. These gas are combustible. Therefore, the combustible component of the coal gas are hydrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. Coal gas contain three combustible gas: hydrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. Both hydrogen and methane have very high calorific value. As a result, coal gas also a high calorific value. Now the constituent of coal gas in percentage: hydrogen, that is 38 to 55%, methane 15 to 22%, carbon monoxide 4 to 15%, nitrogen 2 to 20%. Uses of coal gas. Coal gas is an excellent gaseous fuel. In earlier days, the coal gas was used for various purposes: as a domestic industrial fuel, for heating purpose, as a illuminant for the domestic street lighting, for providing and inert reducing atmosphere in reaction vessel, and in contained metal extraction process. Since better fuel of domestic use and plenty of electricity of lighting process are now available, hence nowadays coal gas is not used as domestic fuel or as a illuminant. Coal gas is used only as a fuel for industrial heating and for maintaining an inert reducing atmosphere in the reaction vessel. Use of coal gas for street lighting was very common until the early part of this century. In Mumbai, it was used for lighting homes, factories, and streets until 1950s. Ammonium chloride. These are given off during the destructive distillation of the coal when dissolution in water. Dissolved in water, they give ammonium liquor, ammonical liquor. It is used for making nitrogenous fertilizer. I hope everyone would understand whatever I taught in this video. This is a new chapter number 5, so you have to read and watch the video carefully. If you are feeling problem or finding problem in this chapter, you may discuss within a class during your science period. In the second part of this chapter, I will tell you about the petroleum.